But this right here was an altar that Great Spirit had me make, and this is how their banking system was shut down. And I made this in February. See, I got this money all underneath. It's money all underneath it, and I had to put my checkbook, but it's more money in the checkbook too. But it's money. This is how I shut down their banking system. This is what Great Spirit had me do to shut down their banking system, and they can't do shit. And we're in control of it. We're in control of their money right now. We are in control of their money, all their money. They can't do nothing, and they're pissed about it. They're very mad about what happened over here in my basement.
Opportunity meet preparation. I need some real nigga reparations, or I run up in your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting.
It's early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was dreaming, and I was having a good old dream too. I was laughing, and these creatures was coming up to me and the sister while we was in our dream, and they was just saying stupid shit, and me and the sister we was just laughing. We had a good old time in the dream. But Spirit got me up early to tell you guys this. This is like, I wasn't able to go back to sleep because this was just on my mind. And Spirit was like, well, the mystery of God has to be revealed. Now is the time to reveal the mystery of God. And it's not just going to be revealed by me. It's going to be revealed by others too. But I have to do my part, because I am the 7 spirits that God sent, the 7 spirits of God. That they talk about in Revelations. I'm the 7 thunders. The 7 thunders and 7 spirits of God that God sent out. And since February, I've been doing prophetic things that I didn't know that I was doing at the time. So yeah, I'm in this Bible right now. This Bible I had got from the hospital that I was in February. I mean, that I was in April. All right, and it's the Gideons. Okay. It's just the New Testament and Psalms. But this was like my roadmap while I was in the hospital, and helped me see what I was doing while I was there. And I took this book home with me from the hospital. But I want to start here at chapter 10 in Revelations, because I in February, I made a painting. It's two very important things I did in February. I did this painting, and the painting that I did is called Revelations chapter 10. And it says right here, "Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, wrapped in a cloud, with a rainbow over his head, and his face was like the sun, and his legs was like pillars of fire." Now, for those of you who might be new to my channel, I used to explain in older videos before I deleted them that my soul is a man's soul. Alright, my spirit is a woman, because the vessel in times that I live in, this vessel is a female spirit, but inside of my vessel is a man's soul. That's why when you see me, I have facial hair, my voice is kind of deep. I resemble my father. I look like my father. Okay, now that's because my soul is actually expressing itself on the outside when you see these attributes, because I have a man's soul. But like I said, I did a painting that I call Revelation chapter 10, and it's about the mighty angel coming down from heaven, wrapped in a cloud with a rainbow over his head. And I made a video called Rainbow Seeds that I ended up deleting too. And I deleted all my videos to break spells. That's why Spirit had me delete my videos. For those of you who might be new and don't know why I deleted all my videos, I did it to break spells, and Great Spirit was like, it's time to move forward with new information, because everything was old. Nothing was pertinent that I had did before. Nothing was important. It was all old information. And Spirit was like, in order to break these spells, delete all the old stuff so the new stuff could come in, because there were binding spells put on everyone. And in order to break those binding spells, I had to delete my videos and do some other things too. It's all like a culmination of things that I had to do. But like I said, it says the mighty angel that came down from heaven in a cloud with a rainbow over his head, and face was like the sun, and his legs was like pillars of fire. This is talking about me as well, and trust me, I'm not trying to be egotistical. I'm just doing what God, doing what Great Spirit, doing what the Great Mother and Great Father want me to do. Alright, this is talking about me. I'm the mighty angel they're talking about, with the face like a sun and rainbow over the head. And I explained this in my Rainbow Seeds video, how the Great Mother told me that my crown was a rainbow. Not everybody's crown is a rainbow. Some people have golden crowns. My crown happens to be a rainbow. Alright? And my face is like the sun, and my legs are like pillars of fire because I'm red. I don't know if you can see this, but my skin has a red tone to it. And when it was talking about me in Revelations 12 as the woman, I was clothed in the sun too, and that's because of my skin color. The sun is really black, but it's also red as well. That's why you see in the sky be red sometimes when the sun starts to go down. The sun is red. But my dragon is red as well. And when I say my dragon, like, the dragon is actually me. It's a form of me. It's not just a dragon that's protecting me. Like, those of you who have dragons around you and you know which dragon is yours, that's an aspect of you, and you're able to shapeshift into that dragon. Or when you meditate that you can do things as that dragon in your meditations, or in your, I call it shapeshifting, because you turn into the dragon, you know. But my dragon is red also because of my skin being red as well. But Great Spirit wanted me to show you the painting I did in February about the mighty angel coming down wrapped in a cloud. And I did this before I even knew. I did this before I even knew that any of this was me in the Bible, because I read the Bible when I was younger, but I didn't continue to read it as much until more recently. And I'm in my basement right now, and this is my painting I did. This is the pillar. This is the foot. I call it Pele's foot. You can see it. I did this painting, and it's standing on land. Well, no, this is the right foot that's standing in the water. That's a pillar of fire that they talk about in the Bible. I did this painting, and this was before I even knew what I was doing. I did this in February. Okay, but Great Spirit wanted me to show you this painting that I did. And this is me. This is my leg standing on the water, and my left leg is on the land. And to talk about that angel that did that. And I'm saying all this because I must tell y'all about this too, because Great Spirit had me make this altar as well. But the mystery of God has to be revealed. Like I said, this is one of the 7 thunders, or 7 spirits of God. And it's this angel. The other one, okay, so that's one. It's this angel that came down from heaven and wrapped in a cloud with the face like the sun and legs like pillars of fire. Another one is the dragon. So that's 2. Alright. Another one is the woman that they talk about, that I told you guys was about me. in chapter 12, when it says a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet. And when this happened, I was on my moon cycle. That's why it said the moon under her feet. And on her head was a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and crying out in birth pains. And this was because I was mad about what they did to Hermes. Because Hermes is my son. Alright? And it says another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon with 7 heads. And the 7 heads is just the 7 spirits of God. Alright. His tail swept down a third of the stars in heaven and cast them to earth. That's when I told you guys that it got dim outside when this happened. It got real dim, but it wasn't dark. It was just dim, and all you could see is it was smoke in the sky from the dragon smoke, and it was and the sun was in the sky, and the sun was on me. And it says, and the dragon who stood before the woman who was about to give birth, so that when she bore her child, he might devour it. Like, there's a lot of like things in the Bible that's not true. That's not my dragon is me. My dragon would never eat my child. And it says she gave birth to a male child, and they're talking about, and it says the one who is to rule over all nations with a rod of iron, and they're talking about the Christ. And they're talking about Hermes. Alright, they're talking about Hermes. And what happened was when on March 28th, when that's when I started my moon. But that's also when the 7th seal was broken. My knee popped out of socket. Hermes had broke the 7th seal, and that's why my knee had popped out of socket. But I didn't do any of this that the Bible was talking about until April 7th. All right, and that was around the end of my moon, and to give him birth to him is he had to be purified in my blood. So it's a spiritual thing. It's like he had to pass through me to be able to enter the holy place, because my blood is pure. So for him to get to where he needed to be, he had to pass through me. That's why it says, and pass through me while I was on my moon spiritually. He had to do it spiritually. He had to spiritually pass through me and through a ritual. And the Great Mother used my blood for him to do it. Alright. So I know this might sound confusing or whatever. Maybe it make perfect sense to some people. But you know, I am who I am. Period. So, and this just has to be revealed. This has to be revealed. Okay. So let me get back to the 7 spirits, because I don't have to read all of this. I basically told you guys the story in my last video. So the 7 spirits, the angel with the pillars of fire, this woman right here that they're talking about, the beast, the first beast, which is me, the second beast, which is me as well. It's just me with my hair a certain way, because my hair looks like I have 2 horns. It said the second beast was a beast who had 2 horns and spoke like a dragon. That's me. So that was number 4. The number 5 is the false prophet, because they call me the false prophet. Well, the evil creatures and people who don't think that I'm being truthful, they call me a false prophet too. So that's the 5th spirit of God. What's the 6th one? The angel that poured the last bowl on the sun. That's 6. And wait, what's the 7th one? The angel that poured the bowl on the sun was 6. I think I said 7 for real. Yeah, the woman, the first angel with the pillars of fire, the false prophet, the dragon, the first beast, the second beast, and Yeah, the last one I said, the angel that poured the stuff on the thing, on the sun. So yeah, that's 7. Let me count it again, just in case I confused any of y'all. Okay, it's the first beast, the second beast, the angel with the pillars of fire as legs, the angel that poured the bowl out on the sun, the false prophet, the first beast, and the second beast. All right, those are the 7 spirits of God that God sent out in these last days to do this work. All right, and they're all me, and I've lived certain things that these 7 spirits have done. I've lived that life. I know what the book of Revelations is about, and it's confusing unless you actually live the things that they talk about, because they repeat a lot of things in different ways. They repeat a lot of things, and they just say it differently. So if you didn't know what was what, you wouldn't know what was what if you didn't live it. You know what I mean? You have to live it. But like I said, I'm just only a piece of the puzzle that it says in this Bible, that the mystery of God will be revealed. I'm just pieces of it. Alright, because it's a true Holy Trinity. It's the Mother, Father, Child. I'm just a piece of it. I'm just a piece. I'm just one part of it. And it has to be revealed by the actual people who is talking about. So there's others that's going to come forth and tell you their part of it. And then as a whole, we're going to get together and we're going to reveal it to the world. Together as a family. We're going to reveal who we are. But this right here was an altar that Great Spirit had me make. And this is how their banking system was shut down. And I made this in February. See, I got this money all underneath. It's money all underneath it. And I had to put my checkbook, but it's more money in the checkbook too. But it's money. This is how I shut down their banking system. This is what Great Spirit had me do to shut down their banking system. And they can't do shit. And we're in control of it. We're in control of their money right now. We are in control of their money, all their money. They can't do nothing. And they're pissed about it. They're very mad about what happened over here in my basement. And this happened in February. We had control of their banking system since February. So, you know what I mean? It's over. Soon we're gonna collapse it. We're gonna collapse their banking system, but this is the force that's standing over. This is the force that's standing over the banking system, Ganesh. You know, give thanks. Peace to the true ones.